Hey guys, good Friday morning. We're here with the Friday morning video drop. Hope you've had a great week and are ready to have an awesome weekend. I got some winners from last night, and then what we're going to do today is play the free weekly instant tournament on BBO. I am going to focus on thinking about how good our contract is when we play the hand, and we'll always focus on counting tricks, and I'll pull up the notepad again, and we will jot down what we know about the unseen hands, try to get into that good habit. So winners from last night. Super proud to announce that Renee Getz, first overall in the open game. A bunch of other people in the top 10. John Gritman, 4th. Jim Rue, 5th. Audrey Scholl, 7th. And also placing patron partnerships of Rod Arts and Carol Scholl. Shout out to Mom. Karen Spivey and Emily Alberson and Karen Popovich. And over in the limited game, there were 4 tables. Sheldon Hamburger finished 3rd in that. So congrats to all of last night's winners. And without further ado, let's get to this tournament that you can play. Each one of you can play this once a week. It's free on BBO. There's all kinds of paid stuff too, but this one, you get 8 boards for free every week, and it's really good practice for your declare play skills in particular. All right, so we're going to go. This is just the front page right here. Let me share the screen before I have to make this video twice. All right, are we sharing the correct thing? I'm very paranoid about this now. New share. Yes, that looks like what I want. Okay, drag my mug over here. I have to do that, I guess. All right, so let's, this is the home screen. Let's go to instant tournaments, weekly free instant tournament. Yes, I want to play that. And I believe the deal here is that we play 8 boards. Yep. We will get a running tally of our scores, so we'll kind of know how we're doing as we progress. And we also have the best hand at the table, which is a function of many of the robot tournaments on BBO. Okay. So we do know that about the hands around the table. So I have 16 balanced, I believe, and this one's a pretty easy one, no trump opener. Goes all pass. And the first thing we're going to do with today's exercise is rate what kind of contract are we in. Just from like is it a good contract? Is it a bad contract? Is it a normal contract? Is it something that other tables might not have reached? So immediately when I look at this dummy and my own hand, like it's pretty easy to predict that the field's going to be in 1 no trump on this exact same auction. So what that means is if I have reasonable chances, like getting good odds to make over tricks in this contract, I am going to want to do that at match point scoring. Okay, when you're in a normal contract, it's basically right to take reasonable risks for over tricks because you know that everybody else in the field is going to be playing 1 no trump. So they lead the spade 6. Let's get this ready. And what I'm thinking about with that spade 6 lead is how many spots lower than the 6 do I have, and what's that mean about the opening lead? So if this is in fact a 4th best lead, it can be from no longer than 5 cards because the deuce is the only card I'm missing under the 6. So let's count some tricks. I have 2 spades, and I'm trying to basically approximate like the order of things that would go through my head here as I play this hand. Okay, so I have 2 spade tricks. I have 3 heart tricks. I have 1 club trick, and I have 0 diamond tricks. So we've got a sure 6 tricks right off the bat. Ways that we could make extra tricks. The hearts could break 3-3. We could successfully finesse 1 hand for the jack of hearts. Probably don't want to commit to that plan yet. The jack of hearts could drop doubleton or singleton. That would create an extra trick since we have both the 10 and the 9. We could finesse the club. That would be a way to score an extra trick. And actually also on this opening lead, we are going to have an extra spade trick, right? Because either they're going to let us win the 10 at trick 1, or they're going to play, say, the jack or the queen on our right. We're going to win the king, and then we will have another trick per force, right? So we'll have the 10 and the 9. So we've actually got 3 spade tricks on this lead. If I get 3 spade tricks and 4 hearts and the club finesse was working, that'd be 2. Is there any reason not to take this club finesse? Probably not. Sometimes on hands like these, like where I don't have many tricks, I'll just play, say, a suit like diamonds to give them the tricks that they're entitled to anyway and force them to break new suits for me. I'm not sure that that's the right idea here. So anyway, that's the kind of thinking that you'd be doing at trick 1, and let's see how the play progresses. Okay, So there's the jack. Yeah, I guess it makes sense to go ahead and set up our other spade trick and see how these spades are breaking. It's possible, like if he's led from queen third, which doesn't really sound like a bot lead to me, but it's possible that we've got all 4 spade tricks right now. Okay, so there's the queen. And we don't see a spade from our right-hand opponent, so if we're counting shape, we know that the spades are 5 on our left and 1 on our right. Okay, and they've thrown the 8 of hearts now. That would be a little bit of a weird card to throw from the jack, but who knows? I'm in the dummy right now, and I want to take that club finesse at some point, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, that loses, and a spade comes back. And we now see the 9 of diamonds. All right, so they've got a bunch of tricks ready to run at this point, right? They have, let's see, 2 more spade tricks and at least 3 diamonds, assuming that suit isn't blocked. Like if one opponent has, say, ace, king, doubleton or something like that, or ace, queen, doubleton, king, queen, doubleton, the suit would be blocked. But it looks like they've got a bunch of tricks ready to run here. And I can ensure my contract at this point. I do have 7 sure tricks. The only thing kind of to worry about here is how the heart suit breaks. And I kind of think that the person on my right has the jack just because he has more hearts on average than the person on my left. But it's a little bit weird that he discarded the 8 early on. So I think what we're going to do here is lead the ace of hearts and a heart to the king and see what's going on. The only problem with that is now if he had something like jack 8 7 5th, I give up on the chance for an extra trick. So maybe that's not the right idea. Maybe we should just lead a heart to the king to start with, then the 10 of hearts. Let's do that. Okay, so at this point we've seen 5 hearts, right? He already pitched the 8. And there are 3 outstanding. I really can't believe that my right-hand opponent had only 1 spade and only 2 hearts and never got into the bidding. But stranger things have happened, I suppose. So there's the 6. This is pretty weird. Against that, if my left-hand opponent only had 1 heart, like if he's showing out here, he might have gotten involved over 1 no trump with 5 spades and at least a 4-card minor. So I think I'm just going to play the hearts from the top here and hope that they were running the whole time. And they were, so that's good news for us. At this point, there's nothing more to the hand. My heart suit is running. The ace of clubs is a trick, so I'm just going to claim 3 tricks. And this, I would guess, is rating to be an average plus score. And we get 67% on the board. And we'll move on to board 2. So pass to us, we have 13 balanced, which means the points are pretty spread evenly around the table. Remember, we've got no one at the table has more high card points than we do. In the meantime, we'll just go ahead and open our normal diamond. Partner makes a negative double of 1 spade. That shows at least 4 hearts and enough values to chirp. I was telling someone yesterday that you really ought to think of this negative double here just as a hand that would have responded a heart if it had gone a diamond pass. So that double's kind of like an invisible 1 heart bid in a way. My right-hand opponent says he's got a good hand with support for spades. I have nowhere to go on this hand. Looks like we're just going to be defending 2 spades probably. And we're in a situation where the opponents are at the 2 level and they want to be, as they have at least an 8-card fit. And this is a situation that I've warned you guys about. Against that, we have a balanced hand. We are vulnerable. We don't have a heart fit, and we've got good defensive cards and spades. So I think this is one of the few times that I'm going to content myself selling out the 2 spades. Hope that's just a normal place and hope that we can take as many tricks on defense as we're entitled to, and kind of just hope for an average board here. I would certainly take 50% on this board right now. I just think that continuing on with a flat hand with relatively good spades, no shape, no fit, and vulnerable is not the right idea here. Also, in practice, you've got to be more careful about these balancing actions against opponents who know what to do with you, i.e. W, when you get out of line. The bots are capable of that, so I'm a little bit worried from that front too. And certainly my partner could have been 3 diamonds here if she had something like 5 diamonds, maybe even 4 of them. I mean, a diamond opening normally has 4. She knows that they're in a fit auction also. So I imagine her shape is, something like 2 spades, 5 hearts, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, something like that. And we just don't really have a fit here. That would be 12 cards. That'd be a weird shape. Let's give her 2 spades, 5 hearts, 2 diamonds, 4 clubs. That sounds a little bit better. Okay. Anyway, we're passing. And partner leads the 10 of hearts. And we'll go ahead and write the dummy down here. Queen 10 5, King Jack 3 2, Queen 3, Queen Jack 10 8. It looks like the opponents are in a normal and pretty good spot because they have an 8-card spade fit. They're only playing 2 level. They've stopped shy of game. That's good for them. So they're just in a normal good spot, which normally is pretty good at match points. Not that we had a counter to it here, but they're in a pretty good spot. And partners led the 10 of hearts. We don't really know anything extra about the heart suit. 10 could still be from the queen, I suppose. If it is from the queen, we want to play small here. If it's not from the queen, it might be right to go ahead and go up ace. We don't need roughs in our own hand because we have 2 natural trump tricks. We have the king, the jack, and the 9 over the queen 10 5. So what makes sense here? Is it possible that the ace of hearts is going somewhere if we don't take it? No, it's not. So I think we're just going to duck this one just in case partners led from the queen 10 9. I really can't imagine that's happening, but I also don't see any need to take the ace immediately. We'll see if I get proven wrong later on here when I get end played or something. All right, so go ahead and cash the queen of spades. And I think shifting to a diamond here is very normal. The question is, do I want to shift to a jack or 4th best? Go back to thinking about what partner shape probably was, which is like 2 5 2 4. That would give declare 5 2 4 2. Declare immediately attacking the trumps tells me that he's not worried about roughing things in the dummy. So a low diamond here could cost if declare has 9. I think it's probably right on par to play low diamond rather than the jack. We'll see. By the 9, I certainly wouldn't fret about this, but okay, partner just wins the king of diamonds, which means declare's got the ace. Put in the 9 here. This is all fine. Is there any reason not to just hop ace right now and cash the jack of spades? I certainly don't see one. And now, is there anything that could happen? Let's see what declare's shape has got left. He's got 2 spades left, probably 1 heart, probably 1 diamond, which would give him 2 clubs, which means that if he had king and a club, he could shuck his other heart. He's got king and a club at this point. He's got the rest of the tricks if I don't cash the ace of hearts. So let's cash the ace of hearts here. And I don't think there's anything left to this hand. If he has a 3rd heart, that would mean he was 5 3 3 2. And I suppose he could cash a club. Let's think about how many high card points he had. Queen of hearts, ace of spades is 6, ace of diamonds is 10, which means that anyone could have the king of clubs based on points. I had 13. Can anything be necessary here? Always be thinking of in these terms on defense. Like, can my tricks go anywhere? And I cashed the ace of hearts based on it was possible that Declare had king and a club and one heart left at this point. Is that actually possible? I would give him king and a club, one heart, two spades, and he would still have, yeah, the ace of diamonds. So that's why we cashed the ace of hearts. Just trying to think if anything could possibly matter here. I guess the only thing that possibly be going away is a club, so we'll just play a club. Okay, partner gets that, and he's got the rest of the tricks. We can actually just concede at this point. But, yeah, just concede. And I'm guessing this is like average for us. We did get a plus score. That's good. They were in a good spot. That's not great. How much of a fit did we have? We had 8 diamonds between the two hands. That was our best fit. We ended up with 57%, which is, I would certainly have taken that before we started defending the contract. Like, it seemed like we rated to be on average in a bad spot. All right, anyway, we have 18 balanced. So we're going to open a diamond. This is the only shape where you open a diamond on 4-4-3-2 shape. Only shape where you open a diamond on a 3-card suit is when you are specifically 4-4 in the majors with 3 diamonds and 2 clubs. All right, partner bids a heart, and we have a rebid for this. It is 4 hearts. 4 hearts shows a balanced hand with 18 to 19 points. Why balanced? Because you could splinter if you had shortness. So the way you treat 18 to 19 balanced when partner responds in one of your 4-card majors is you just raise him to game. And we'll tackle one from the north side. All right. Partner's got a 7 count. This looks like a pretty normal contract. Looks like the contract that everybody's going to be in. From the club lead, I know that the ace is with West because East wouldn't underlead the ace of clubs here. Does that get me anything? Not that I can tell. I'm just going to lose a club and however many spades and however many hearts, really. So it's a pull trump hand. I don't have to rough anything. Hopefully what I end up with is 3 spade tricks, 2 diamonds is 5, a club is 6, 4 hearts is 10, and that would mean they get the ace of hearts, the ace of clubs, and a spade. So that is my initial plan. I don't see any reason to play high here. We still got to lose that club trick, right? There's nowhere to pitch the dummies. King of clubs, nowhere to pitch both R4 and R2, so we can go ahead and pull trump. And at some point, we're going to lead a small spade towards the jack and hope that West has King X. All right, they both follow to hearts. East followed with a higher club than he led, which means that he didn't have a doubleton. And we can continue just pulling trumps here. Let's see if they break 2-2. They do, and we'll now lead a small spade to the jack. Ooh, that does not work. So I'm going to lose the king. I can pitch a spade on that. And yeah, this is just going to be the last trick we lose, right? We've got the ace, the queen. We can pitch a spade on the king of diamonds and make the rest of the tricks. So we're just going to claim. Probably 50-55%, something like that. It's totally normal, but it's good for us. We took all our tricks. I would guess like 55% here. 71. All right, take it. Board 4. We have a 13 count, 2-6-4-1, and partner opens a spade. So one cool thing here is that we could pretty much rule out slam unless there's like some kind of magic fit. If we were playing real bridge here, we wouldn't know that partner was capped at 13 points, but under these conditions of contest, we do. So we'll just go ahead and hit him with a 2/1 in hearts. This is 100% game forcing. And any bid you make, you can scroll over it just to confirm that it is what you think it is. Here it says forcing 2/1, 5 plus hearts, 12 plus high card points, 13 plus total points, forcing to 3 no trump. And that's what we've got. So we hit okay. Partner rebid spades. I'm not sure if this promises a 6 spade or not. It doesn't apparently. Looks like just 5 plus spades. So it looks like the bot's playing a style where if he rebids, say 3 of a minor, that shows extra values. What should I do now? Should I bid 3 diamonds or should I bid 3 hearts? Let's see make sure this is natural. All right, 3 diamonds would be 4 plus diamonds, 5 plus hearts, 2 or fewer spades, forcing to 3 no trump. That looks like exactly what I got. And it's where I live, right? Like I bid the 2 suits where I've got the high card points. 3 hearts is, I imagine, like a doubleton heart. He said he's got 3 hearts. That's interesting that he didn't just raise. But anyway, we're bidding 4 hearts there. And they lead the jack of clubs, which almost surely means that the 10 is on my left and the king is on my right. We'll see if that comes into play at all. The bot lied. It only has 2 hearts, which is what I thought it should be anyway before I scrolled over 3 hearts. So sometimes the bots do funky things. And you will see here that the bot was definitely playing a style where 3 clubs over 2 hearts would have shown extra values. He didn't want to send that message because all he's got is the 3 aces. Now, I say all he's got. Certainly opened his hand, but you don't have anything extra, and you don't have a big heart fit for partner. So let's count some tricks. I spy the ace of clubs and the ace king of diamonds and the ace of spades for 4 tricks outside the heart suit. And then if the hearts behave, I'm going to be able to score 5 heart tricks, right? I've got 6. I'll knock out the ace, and the other one should be good if the hearts happen to break 3-2 and nothing bad happens. So that would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's nothing I can do about that spade loser, but I can create extra tricks in the diamond suit by roughing diamonds. Okay, so that's going to be our plan. Before we touch trumps, we don't want to start trumps. Like, get out of the habit of playing trumps and then like figuring it out later. Like here we can see the danger of playing trumps immediately. It'll go heart to the ace, and they'll play a second heart, and we're stuck with these diamond losers in our hand, right? Against all this, I suppose I could keep the ace of diamonds in the dummy and try to set up spades, but that doesn't look like a good plan to me. As good a plan as roughing out diamonds. So we're going to go with the rough out diamonds line. Yep. Don't pull trump yet. We need to create extra trump tricks by roughing diamonds. And maybe we'll get lucky and like the queen third of diamonds will fall, and we won't have to rough an extra round. Of course, if that happens, it's likely they'll just win the ace of hearts, maybe get an up. Anyway, we're trying to rough diamonds before we do anything else. That's the long and short of it. They still have queen 10 third. The question is, should I rough with the 5 or with the 9 here? I know that the next round is getting over roughed, so I guess it can't hurt to go ahead and play the 9 here. All right, now I want an entry back to my hand so that I can rough the jack of diamonds. Don't see, is there any reason to do this? I think we just rough a club and then play a diamond. Oh, wow. Okay, so that means that West has the 10 of hearts. So we are now missing the ace 10 and 3 little ones. The 9 was in the dummy. And I think we're just going to play ace of spades and a spade and try to hold our trump losers to 1. Okay, there's the 3 of clubs. The question is, do I want to rough this with the 8 or with the 7? I mean, or with the king. If I rough with the king, what I'm saying is that I think that lefty's out, in which case I would have 2 heart losers anyway. So the only thing that could matter and be right here is roughing with the 8. And it gets over roughed, which means I'm just going to lose the ace of hearts at this point. So I'll win that, claim 2 of the last 3. This seems like probably another average plus score to me. I don't think there was any point in the play when we could have made 5. The diamond finesse would not have worked. The spades would have set up, I guess. They were 3-3. So if I ducked a spade immediately, played spades, still seems like average or average plus here for just making 4 hearts. So that's what we're going to claim. Oh, we get 89%. And notice what happens if you play hearts immediately, right? You get stuck with those diamond losers in your hand. You got to create extra tricks by roughing losers in the shorter trump hand. All right, so halfway through the tournament here, we got a 71%. That's great. Looks like we're tied for first. And partner opens a heart in front of us. We have 15 balanced. We have 3-card heart support. There's no reason to create an immediate game for us. We can just bid 1 spade, which is forcing for 1 round. Partner rebits 2 hearts. Got a pretty good hand, but like I've got the best hand at the table. I don't have a whole lot of positive slam features here, so I think I'm just going to content myself with a raise to 4 hearts. All right, let's count some tricks. The lead was the 10 of diamonds, which means that the ace of diamonds and the jack of diamonds are with West. Why the jack? Because if East had the jack and the 10, he led the jack. Why the ace? Because almost always we don't underlead aces against trump contracts. So let's count some tricks. We have the ace king of clubs for 2. The ace king of spades is 4, and we have probably either 5 or 6 heart tricks, mainly depending on where the king of hearts is. It's possible we could rough a club in the dummy. That would be an extra trick. So I'm only seeing the one obvious loser, which is the ace of diamonds, if everything is behaving. I don't think there's any reason to play high from the dummy, so let's go ahead and play low and see what they want to do and reevaluate. Okay, they go ahead and win that. At this point, everything's about the trump suit, right? I don't even have to worry about roughing a club anymore because I've got the queen of diamonds in the dummy. Okay, so I want to be in dummy to take the heart finesse. I've got to ask myself, what's the safest way to dummy? I think the safest way to dummy probably is a club to the king. And I've still got entries later on to get to the queen of diamonds if I want. Is it possible that East has led a doubleton diamond here? It is, but none of this matters. And now do I want to lead the queen? I do want to lead the queen. It can't cost. There's the 9. That goes to the king. They've got 2 trump left. And as soon as this wins, I can claim. And it looks like another average plus board to me, 57%. Still tied for first, 3-5 boards. That was definitely the most boring board of the set so far. This time we have 13 balanced. We're going to open the spade, not balanced, semi-balanced. 5, not even semi-balanced, Shaw. You've got a singleton. You're shapely. You're 2 suited with spades and diamonds. Partner bids a no trump. That should be forcing 1 round. Yep, we'll just own up to having diamonds also. Partner bids 2 no trump, which should be natural and invitational and show like 11. And 10 plus high card points, balanced invite, 4 or fewer diamonds, 2 or fewer spades. It's all, and he could have bid 2 hearts potentially here if he had a bunch of hearts. I don't see any reason to keep on bidding here. Partner's got an 11 count, but it's balanced and it lacks good spot cards. So I agree with the 2 no trump bid here. And 2 no trump looks like a pretty normal contract, right? We don't have an 8-card fit anywhere. And let's count some tricks. They led the 8 of diamonds, which would tend to make me think that the diamonds are like 8x or 8 singleton on my with East, and that West has something like Queen Jack 10 of diamonds. 8 looks like a top of nothing lead. It doesn't look like a lead from like, what could it be from? If it were 4th best, that would mean it would be like Queen Jack 10 8 or Queen Jack 9 8, and probably you would just lead the highest touching honor with that. So anyway, I think that all the high diamonds are with West here. Trick count. We have 2 spades. We have one heart. We have one club. We have two diamonds. Let's do them in order. 6. Where can we go to create extra tricks and also give them tricks that they are entitled to anyway? Looks to me like the spade suit is the most obvious way. So what we're going to want to do is probably just duck a spade early. And we don't really need entries to the north hand. We need entries to the south hand. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead and win the king of diamonds at trick 1 and play. The question is, do I want to just duck around the spades or do I want to play ace and a spade? I think I want to just duck around. All right. And we are not going to duck the first trick because there's a suit that we're more scared of than diamonds. There's actually 2 suits that we're more scared of than diamonds. So we'll go ahead and win the king here. And the 9 seems to confirm that West probably started with something like Queen, Jack, 10, 9. And the 8 was from an 8 doubleton. Get into the habit of asking yourself what the lead means about the suit that's being led. It's going to open some doors for you. And my gut is telling me to play a small spade first, so we'll go with that. Not that the gut's always right. Guess there's no harm in trying the 9. Here's the queen of clubs. I don't think there's any reason to win this and open up the whole club suit. So let's just duck some tricks here. We imagine that West has the queen, Jack, and the East has the king. All right, so here's the queen of diamonds back. And there's the 3. So I think I want to win the ace of diamonds. Cross to the spade. I'm not worried about cashing that ace of clubs yet. They're going to have to lead clubs at some point. The diamonds are almost certainly 4-2. So if we think about our shape count here, we've seen a spade out of both of them. We don't know what the hearts are. We know that the diamonds are 4-2. We've seen a club out of both of them so far. The reason we know the diamonds are 4-2 is because East is followed here, and the missing diamonds are the Jack and the 10, and he would never have led the 8 from Jack 10, 8-3 or Jack 8-3 or 10, 8-3. So I would bet the mortgage that West has the missing diamonds here. And like, you never know when this stuff is going to come into play. So just get in the habit of trying to figure out what's going on around you. Be a detective, be a bridge detective. So we'll win the ace of diamonds, play spade to the bullet. They both follow to that. The queen doesn't necessarily mean anything. Update our spade count and lead a heart to the queen. That 1, that's good. We now know that West has at least 1 heart and East has at least 2. And now since we still got that ace of hearts entry in the dummy, we're going to play the spades from the top. If they end up breaking 4-2, we're going to play a 4th round to give them a trick, but to set up a trick for ourselves while we still have the ace of hearts in the dummy. And the spades were 3-3 the whole time. And now our updated trick count is 2 spades and 2 bullets for 4. I can't play a diamond profitably. I guess there's no harm in playing a diamond, is there? Diamond, diamond. Don't necessarily have an entry back to this ace of clubs. I said confidently that, let's see. Let's go ahead and cash these spades first. That can't hurt. There's a club pitch. Let's play a diamond. None of this matters. They've each pitched a club. Okay, so those are 3-3 at this point, and probably they were 4-3 the whole time. So what's this tell us about this? We know that these are now 2 and 5. And if we think about the remaining count at this point, remaining cards for West, we know he's got no spades. We know he's got 2 good diamonds, the Jack and the 10 of diamonds. We suspect he's got 1 heart and 1 club. So what's this tell us about how we can play the end position? We can cash the ace of hearts and then play diamonds, and he'll have to give us a club in the end if this is what we think the hand is. So that's what we're going to do. wasn't right. He had an extra heart. I make 8 tricks. That doesn't seem great. Seems like I probably made an error in there somewhere. Anyway, you know, it's certainly not like I'm infallible at the bridge table. Anybody who's played with me knows that. We get our plus though, so 42% on the board, taking our score to 64%. We're ranked in 3rd place now. We have a 13 count balanced. We're going to open a club. We're going to erase the memories of that hand. Actually, you know what? I tell you what. We'll not gloss over this. Let's go back to board 6 and check out the double dummy. So double dummy said we can only make 1 over trick the whole time. I made the contract exactly. Let's see if we can pinpoint the moment where it went south for us. Okay, so nothing's happened yet. Everything still has a 1. Everything's fine. Ducking the queen of clubs is fine. Winning the queen of diamonds was fine. At this point, I needed to play a spade. That was fine. And I played a... Oh, I needed to cash the ace of clubs somehow. Interesting. Ace of clubs. And then I guess take a finesse of the queen of hearts, cash the king of spades. Huh. Let's pop this out for a second. Okay, so let's take it to this point where I needed to evidently cash the ace of clubs. And go to Gib here. So let's play ace of clubs. And pitch something from the dummy that doesn't matter. A diamond's fine. And he plays the deuce of clubs. Now I need to take the heart finesse. And now I think I needed to cash the king of spades. Is that right? Yeah. Just pitch the diamond from our hand. That's fine. And now, what should we do? We should go ahead and cash more spades. Looks like no matter what he does, it's fine. We'll have him throw hearts. And we will have me throw hearts. He can do whatever he wants. We'll have him throw a heart. And I imagine I've got to cash that last spade. And he can throw a heart, that's fine. I can throw a club, that's fine. Now East has to keep on holding the hearts, otherwise my hearts are going to be good. So he's got to throw a club. And now, what happened? Did I just have 9 tricks the whole time? Let's see. 2 hearts. Oh, right. I never got my ace of clubs. Duh. That's what's going on here. I just need to cash my 9 tricks. All right. That's embarrassing. Let's close this one out and go back to board 7. I hope you guys get a kick out of watching me narrate this insanity. All right. The club, pass a diamond, double. And we have 3-card diamond support. The bots do play support redoubles here. All it shows is 3 diamonds, and we'll make that call to let partner know what degree of diamond fit we have. He took a free bid of 2 diamonds here. In other words, like he could have just passed over heart. So when he bids 2 diamonds here, I imagine what we're looking at is a weakish hand with at least 5 diamonds. I've bid my hand at this point. I've just got to trust the bot to make the right decision in the balancing seat. He goes ahead and bids 3 diamonds. That's probably good for us. They compete to 3 hearts. We have done our job getting them off the 2 level here. Let's defend and hope that we're getting plus 100 against 3 hearts. All right, so we expect dummy to have hearts and spades, which it does. Let's not run out of gas here. We got 2 boards left, so let's bear down and get a good score on these last 2 boards if it's possible. Partner led the jack diamonds, and he probably had 5. He would have led the jack from king jack 10. The bots don't like leading aggressively. Against that, I've supported diamonds. Not immediately seeing anything interesting happening on the defense here. So we'll just see what happens as we go along. I imagine what's going on is that Declare has King X of diamonds. Again, I have the best hand at the table, or tied for the best hand at the table at least. I have 13. The dummy has 12. This doesn't really help us figure out anything. We suspect that Declare has 5 hearts, I would think. And probably 3 spades. Probably the spades are 5, 3, 3, 2 around the table. That would leave him with 3 clubs. Partner might have bid 2 clubs at some point if he actually had that. So I don't know. Maybe we're looking at, I think he's got a 5th heart. Maybe we're looking at something like this. 3, 5, 1, 4 with the single king of diamonds. I'm not sure. Is there any reason to rush here? He's got all those spades. He can't throw enough clubs. I think we just play hearts. And just in case partner's got like the single to queen at this point, it's important that we return the 7. At this point, we'll learn how the heart suit is distributed. Okay, so Declare had queen 5th. Partner pitches the 6 of clubs here. Plays a spade. We're going to learn about the spade suit pretty quickly. Looks like Declare has ace jack 3rd of spades. We win the king of clubs. I don't think there's anything left of this hand, but we'll punt with a heart. Declare only had jack 3rd of spades. Roughing with the bullet. This is fine. Declare actually had 2 diamonds, which gives him 3 clubs. But the board is good. We have to concede. Minus 140 is going to be like average minus on this, I think. Did we have to? He had to lose 1 heart. Did you only have to lose 1 spade? 1 club? Let's see what we score. 75. Yes, let's go back and look at that spade suit. Jack 9, 3, and Robot had ace queen 10. Okay, so Robot was actually always entitled to 2 spade tricks. Club and a heart. Why are people? Seems like 140 is the par. I guess I can't see other tables. That's cool. Huh. People getting carried away and getting to 3-0 on our cards and going down either 200 or 300. I mean, I'll take it. I don't quite understand it. Weird. Okay, let's not waste any more energy on that. Let's try and get the best score we can on board 8. Partner opens. We have the best hand at the table. That basically means we're going to be bidding a game anytime partner opens under these conditions of contest. We have 16 and no reason not to just bid 1 spade. That's forcing for 1 round. All of the scoring is focused on majors, so we definitely want to get that on the table. Partner bids 2 spades, and looks like the bots guarantee 4-card spade support on this. Question is, do I want to attempt to slam here, knowing the partner's got a maximum of 16? And actually, like, when partner rebids 2 spades, I don't think he can have as many as 16. It looks like the 2 spades should be like a minimum opening hand here. And the language up here says it's capped at 12 to 15 points. I don't really have slam positives here. And when I say that, like, I guess I should define what I mean by that. I don't have exciting shape. I do have some key cards. Like I've got 2 key cards in the Queen of Trump. I do maybe have a club fit for partner, but it's like it's a flat, it's a strong no trump, and my partner's got probably a weak no trump, right? I don't see any reason to go slamming on this hand. And match points is about taking all your over tricks. It's not about finding magic slams all the time. There's nothing about my hand to suggest that we have a slam here, and we're just going to bid game and evaluate the contract when the dummy comes down. The reason I'm going through this exercise is because I want you to become more cognizant of the level of normalcy of your contract and the level of goodness of your contract, because it's going to inform some other decisions like, should we play safe or should we try for over tricks? All right, it is trick counting time after we evaluate how good this contract is. This is an excellent contract because we have to lose at least 2 tricks, right? There's nowhere for our heart loser to go and nowhere for the ace of trump to go. So is there any possible pitfall to this hand, given that we have to lose a heart? I don't think so. If the trumps are 4-1, there's not going to be a problem. I guess I potentially want to be roughing the 3rd round of hearts, because queen of hearts, I win the ace. I play a spade and they win bullet. They play 2 rounds of hearts. I want to be roughing with a small trump, which means that we ought to play a big trump from the south hand first. So that's the entirety of my plan. Win the ace of hearts and lead a small trump towards the king queen. And this ought to be a claimer in just a second. Okay, there's the ace of spades. They follow, so this hand is almost over unless they somehow find a club or a diamond rough here. They play a heart. It's important to note that I can afford to rough high here, right? They have 3 spades left to the 9 or something. So don't make the mistake of being lazy here and roughing with the 7 and getting it over roughed by the 8 or 9. We can afford to rough high here. And in fact, we can just go ahead and claim the rest of the tricks. Okay, so after doing that, I'm just going to pull the trump. They've got 3 left. Remember, count your trump by going backwards. Start with the number they have, 5, and then take away 2 every time that they both follow. So the way I'm counting trump on this hand, and whatever department of my brain is responsible for that, start with the number 5. They both follow the first round 3. They both follow the second round 1. I collect the last trump. Hit the claim button. Seems like another like 50, 60% score here. Yeah, it looks like about 50. And we finished 3rd in the hand, or 3rd in the tournament. I think it's, what is it? 15. So 3rd out of 15. Yeah, and that's a fun way to get some practice in playing with the bots for free. Guys, hope you've got something fun planned for this weekend. Hope you enjoyed this Friday video drop talking about a few hands in the instant tournament. Congrats to last night's winners. Sunday night, 7 o'clock, there's an RBC game on BBO. Join us for that. And otherwise, I'll see you Monday and talk to you guys soon.